and gentlemen, this is a co-main event of the evening, and it's scheduled for 8 rounds in the super middleweight division, and it's proudly brought to you by Hennessy Sports. The judges for this bout, Richard de Carufel, Nicolas Esnault, and Claude Paquette. The referee, Steve Saint-Germain. Introducing first, in the blue corner, he weighed in at 171.5 pounds, wearing black with silver trim. His professional record, 31 wins, only 5 defeats, with 11 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former Canadian middleweight champion and IBF international middleweight champion. Yes, double trouble, Sebastien Demers. His opponent in the red corner, he weighed in at a solid 172.5 pounds. His professional record, an excellent one. 14 wins in 15 outings as a professional, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout. In 2008, he captured Olympic gold. He is the current European and WBC silver super middleweight champion from London, England, James Chunky DeGale.
You received my instruction in the locker room. J'ai reçu mes instructions dans le vestiaire. I want a good, clean fight, un combat propre. Protect yourself at all times. Protégez-moi tout le temps. Touch love. Good luck.
James Chunky DeGale. He's ranked highly in all 4 major sanctioning bodies. The European champion, WBC silver champion, 14-1, 9 knockouts, taking on Sebastien Demers. Here's the million-dollar question. What are we looking for DeGale? What would you, being a boxing pundit, as DeGale comes out quickly here, what would be a successful outing for DeGale in your mind?
Well, we know what the expectations for DeGale are. We know what his skill set is, so I don't think that anything less than a stoppage for him against a short-notice opponent is going to be impressive to anyone, and it looks like he's going for it.
Going for it. As Demers eats a shot on the ropes.
He playing a little bit of trickery in the media earlier on this week, saying, no, I'm just looking to go the rounds. It didn't look that way here in the early going.
Anything less than a stoppage, you know, because obviously he's trying to build his name here in North America. He's trying to rebuild his aura since the loss of Groves. He's done a nice job with it since.
In particular because he's taken some flack sometimes, for, such as in the Zuniga fight. For example, people thought that he either gassed out late or took his foot off the pedal. This would be an opportunity to leave something else in their minds.
The skill set's never been questioned. As we see some terrific hand speed there. Demers trying to land a good hard body shot from DeGale.
This is the game plan for Demers, who of course has had that layoff, is to stay safe, stay tight, and only throw meaningful stuff.
Demers is trying to hang in there early. And he ate about 5 punches there. Wicked combination.
Well, for Demers, it's a matter of which risk do you want to take. Do you want to blow it out and look for power shots early on?
Hard uppercut from DeGale.
And maybe open yourself up, or you want to stay tight but let DeGale get off and show that hand speed.
Demers trying to mount some offense on the ropes. DeGale promoted by Hennessy Sports. Flicks the jab out. Hard! Left hand, and now he has Demers on the ropes. See, there's a situation there, like you mentioned before. He landed 3 or 4 punches and kind of backed off a little bit.
Well, he has been criticized at times for, taking rounds off, like a lot of supremely talented fighters, and really good amateurs, I think, in particular, will take rounds off and kind of fight in spurts when they know they're not in trouble. They're going to do simply enough to just enough to win. DeGale looking real aggressive here in the early going. Take a look at some of the action, and DeGale came out firing in the early going, and Demers, as he's always been, what he throws is going to be hard.
See, I mean, hand speed like that, the skill set's never been questioned. It's there. He can compete with just about every super middleweight out there. In terms of the skill, it's just now putting everything together.
Listen, it is important to note that DeGale still only has 15 professional fights. And there are other fighters with 15 pro fights who are still blowing out hopeless opposition, and because we don't know, we think their ceiling is a lot higher. For DeGale, he's testing himself. And so there's the opinion sometimes that he's peaked, but really he's just testing himself, and he only has 15 professional fights.
And now he comes out early, lands another uppercut, hard jab. Demers trying to pressure DeGale, but DeGale firing back.
DeGale's lightning fast for a super middleweight. He's not a small super middleweight either. He typically walks around above 180 pounds, around 188. Gets down to a trim 168 for these fights, although this one had a catch weight.
DeGale again lands 3 or 4, gets out before Demers can do anything. The nose is bleeding now of Demers. Demers trying to land some shots again. Demers' best opportunity is situations like here. Try to get DeGale on the ropes. In the middle of the ring, it's no contest like here.
DeGale is comfortable going on the ropes. He's comfortable fighting off of them. That is Demers' best chance.
Because he has no chance in the middle of the ring as far as I'm concerned.
Although Demers is rusty, I mentioned he has been a sparring partner for Saki Obika, preparing him for his eliminator bout. He's been in there with Eleider Alvarez, David Lemieux, who's been in the ring, but this is a different league.
Good left hand from DeGale, hard left hand, and Demers is hurt, takes a knee, and he is in some serious discomfort here.
A wise decision, and I don't think he's going to get up from this, Mark.
He said no, this fight's over. Second round stoppage, James DeGale.
That was a wicked uppercut.
So he passed the Corey Erdman test tonight.
I'm the deciding factor.
And that's it. That nose is only after, round and 2/3 almost.
Well, Demers took this opportunity because it was good money on short notice. And for a guy with another child on the way, his wife is pregnant right now, another $11,000 is a big deal.
James DeGale. Impressive.
Someone in the crowd just shouted at Jean Pascal. That's because in the media here in Quebec, it was reported that DeGale offered to step in for Lucius Bute on May 25th. Of course, that fight will not be taking place, but I think it shows that DeGale, for the right money, would take that kind of step up, would take a world title fight. There's that old axiom in boxing that you never turn down a world championship fight, but in the meantime, he's going to stay busy and look impressive like he was here in the second round.
Big uppercut, big left hand. You're going to see the finishing blow right now. Bang.
That's a Rock'em Sock'em Robots type uppercut, and he was snapped. If you're a rusty fighter, if your timing is off, a guy with this kind of blazing hand speed is not the way to get back into it.
Let's go up the ring announcer, Pierre Bernier.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute and 58 seconds of the second round. The winner by knockout, James Chunky DeGale.
James DeGale, the Olympic gold medal winner, comes up gold here tonight. Second round stoppage over Sebastien Demers here at the Hilton Lac Lamy in Gatineau, Quebec, here on Welt TV. Again, tomorrow on Welt TV, Planet Luxury. On this episode, we're talking diamonds with some jewelry experts in New York City. And check it out, weekend getaways with multimillionaires in the form of high-end houseboats. That's tomorrow at 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Welt TV. Be looking live to Saul Carrion, just moments away from coming out for his main event with Gisela Maduma. But let's throw it to Corey Erdman, who has the winner, James Chunky DeGale.
You told me earlier this week you were looking to get some rounds in. You weren't doing that.
I wasn't messing around, man. I just got in there. And I just dealt with him nice. When I got in there, he felt a bit too slow. I could see the punches coming. So, yeah, I just opened up on him and then boom. But I think the finishing shot was a nice uppercut, right? An uppercut, which, listen, if that hits anyone, that's going to hurt and they're going down. So.
You did that a couple times throughout the fight. Was that something you saw early on, that he was kind of ducking down and you had that?
Yeah, we've been working on the inside work in the gym as well. Just in that circle, bringing them up through the middle and around the side. And I think in the round and a half that you see a couple of uppercuts, little hooks. So I'm just learning in the gym every day.
I think people, when they see you in a fight like this against someone who is short notice, they kind of expect you to get him out of there. Was there a part of you that wanted a good stoppage like that for all the people that say, hey, James takes rounds off sometimes, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted, say when I got offered to come over and box, I was like, yeah, let's do it. But I wanted to put on a good performance. To be honest, I thought I was going to get a couple rounds with Sebastien, but obviously the power and the skill and the angles were too much, but yeah.
I know there was some talk of you maybe stepping in and facing Jean Pascal, and you put on a good performance here in Canada. Is there anything you want to say to those guys, perhaps?
Wait, listen, let me tell you something. Give me a couple more fights. Let me keep the momentum going, and please believe me, it's going to be hard to beat me. As I say, give me another couple fights. I'm willing to fight any of them. I'm going to be a world champion by the end of this year. Please believe me.
I certainly believe that. James DeGale, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Mark, back to you.
James DeGale